Here with Jaguars receiver Gabe Davis, a Florida native too, from down the road in Fernandina Beach. What have you thought about 2 preseason games and a training camp worth of action with the Jaguars this year?
It's been great. Just working on getting on the same page with Trevor, which has been great. Also getting out there with the offense, just building that chemistry each and every day. Got a lot of good guys here in Jacksonville, happy to be part of it.
Preseason, you don't play a ton. You limited snaps week 1. Last week didn't play at all. Half this week. How do you try and kind of ramp the build up to the season when you're not getting that many snaps?
I mean, shit. Sorry. I mean, we get enough snaps, during the week. I mean, Doug is big on practicing hard, and that's what we do. Plus, I mean, this season is so long, you know what I mean? Once we get rolling, I mean, all that'll come quick. We've been playing football for so long. It's really not that tough to get your body and your mind in the right state to be ready for this season.
Playing in Buffalo, the weather a little different than down here. What do you learn being back in Florida?
Yeah, it's a lot harder, and I realized how hard it was for back when I was in Buffalo for our guys to come down here and play when we used to go play Miami and stuff like that. So, but definitely a big advantage for us. Gets our bodies in the right state, so when we do travel up north, it makes it a lot easier too.
You played with Josh Allen, bright young quarterback, and now you got Trevor Lawrence. What have you seen in Trevor that you've liked so far? I know it's been limited reps, but what have you seen out of Trevor that you really like?
Trevor's a smart, instinctive player, loves ball and over-communicated about routes, scheme, defense. We try to over-communicate everything just because we're trying to get on the same page. So it's like having, 2 minds in one. That's our goal here. So we've been doing a lot of work with that, getting on the same page, and it's been great.
You're born here, right? Fernandina? How long did you live here?
I only lived here for like 1 or 2 years, then I moved to Sanford, and then that's where I was raised at, was Sanford for sure.
Went to high school at Seminole down there, so you're well versed in high school football in the area. We got high school football games on Friday night.
Yeah.
Getting up, you remember your Friday night light times down there?
Yeah, I love them. I mean, I feel like there's no better place than Sanford. That town is all football. All my bestest of friends and family members and everything are from Sanford. Love that town, and again, ain't nothing like no Friday night lights in Sanford.
You're playing football on a Friday night, NFL this time, though. Mm-hmm. So is it weird to share that Friday night with some high schools, being a high school guy from here?
No, it's fun. I don't know. It is kind of weird how we are playing on a Friday night, but I don't even think about that. I just know it's a game on Friday. We got to be ready to go and ready to play.
How excited are you for Miami in week 1?
I'm really excited. Miami's a great team, a lot of good people, a lot of good players on defense, very competitive, strong defense, so can't wait to go out there and compete with those guys.
How do you kind of talk to you're a veteran now in the league, how do you talk to some of those younger guys, the Parker Washingtons, the Elijah Cooks, the Brian Thomas Jr.'s? What kind of mentorship do you give those guys?
I feel like before, the week leading up is when you mostly prepare, and once you break out of that huddle, it's just go out there and have fun, play some ball. Don't overthink anything, just go out there, run full speed, and see what happens. I feel like there's a lot of guys who come into this league and they start thinking a lot, and they don't play to the best of their potential. And you just got to go out there and just have some fun, run around with the guys.
What's Sanford going to do this year on the football field?
Shoot, they better win. Those are my young guys, so I get on them a bunch because they're always talking smack. So those boys better go out there and do something this year, because that's what we did when I was there. We got a lot of good players there, a lot of great kids. Hopefully, they can all be in my shoes one day.
Do you still keep in touch with the staff down there at Sanford?
Yeah, I keep in touch with those guys. More so the kids. I know the staff as well, but more so I have a gym down in Orlando in Winter Park, the Draft Academy. A lot of those kids come by and use it to recovery. Maybe get an extra lift in or something. Just go out there and hang out and build the chemistry with those kids as well.